Well, that was Mr. Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, May 13th, 2020, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Batman star Robert Pattinson says he's energized by anticipation for the film. The 33-year-old actor discussed the upcoming movie directed by Matt Reeves in the June issue of GQ magazine. Pattinson portrays the title character in The Batman, a role previously played by Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and other actors. Pattinson said he developed his own interpretation of the superhero. The actor said, "I kind of like the fact that not only are there very, very, very well done versions of the character, which seems pretty definitive, but I was thinking that there are multiple definitive planes of the character." He added, "You've seen this sort of lighter version, you've seen kind of a jaded version, a kind of more animalistic version, and the puzzle of it becomes quite satisfying to think, where's my opening, and also do I have anything inside me which would work if I could do it?" Pattinson said he embraced the fact that Batman is a, quote, legacy part with a passionate and opinionated fan base. The star says there are few things in life where people passionately care about it before it's even happened. You can almost feel that pushback of anticipation, and so it kind of energizes you a little bit. He also added, "It's different from when you're doing a part and there's a possibility that no one will even see it. In some ways, it makes you a little kind of spicy." The Batman co-stars Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Hammy Lawson, Andy Serkis, and Colin Farrell. The movie was initially slated for release in June 2021, but was pushed back to October 2021 in April due to the coronavirus pandemic. Pattinson will also star in Christopher Nolan's new film, Tenet, which is slated for release in July. Actor and composer Lin-Manuel Miranda announced on Twitter Tuesday that his Tony and Pulitzer Prize-winning stage musical Hamilton will be streaming on Disney Plus this summer. Miranda tweeted, "It's only a matter of time, our Hamilton film this July 3rd on Disney Plus." The post includes an image of the blockbuster show's logo and a banner that says, "Experience the original Broadway production." Miranda's wife, Vanessa Nadal, posted a photo of him wearing a Hamilton t-shirt and sitting in front of a laptop computer. She wrote, "Sneaky photo of Lin-Manuel, excitedly, nervously waiting to drop this news. He woke up like a jolt of energy more than usual and could not keep still." Miranda followed up his original message with, "Never been so happy, nervous in my life. We all watching this together on July 3rd. Yes, #HamiFilm. Hamilton, which uses hip-hop music and a diverse cast to tell the story of the early days of American history, won 11 Tony Awards, including the top prize for Best Musical. Cast members Leslie Odom Jr., Daveed Diggs, and Renee Elsie Gosberg also won Tonys for their performance. Miranda has had a good relationship with Disney in recent years, appearing in its live-action musical Mary Poppins Returns, and writing music and singing in its animated movie Moana. News that Hamilton will soon be available as home entertainment arrived as Broadway and most other cultural institutions remain shut down due to the social distancing practices enacted during the coronavirus pandemic. Ed and Castle Rock actor Bill Skarsgard has signed on to play Swedish criminal Clark Olofsson in a 6-part Netflix drama called Clark. Jonas Åkerlund is directing the project. He is best known for helming pop music concert documentaries and videos. His narrative films include Spun, Lords of Chaos, and Polar. Åkerlund said in a press release Monday, "Clark is the story about the most politically incorrect man who lived in the most politically incorrect life. These are the kind of stories I always look for. It's an ultra-violent, witty, emotional, real, and surreal biography to put a face to the name Stockholm Syndrome. But it isn't just about the Nuremberg robbery. It's about his whole life and what made him who he is, the truth and lies of his incredible career." Based on Olofsson's autobiography, Faran vad dem som hände, Clark will cover Olofsson's life and career as a robber and drug dealer from the 1960s until now. Skarsgård says Clark Olofsson is, for good and bad, one of Sweden's most colorful and fascinating individuals. "I accept this challenge with delight mingled with terror, and think that with Jonas and Netflix in the back, we can tell a groundbreaking story with the pace and madness may have never seen on TV before. Clark's life and history is so incredible and screwed that it would even make Scorsese blush. The former cast of the sci-fi thriller Orphan Black plans to reunite for a 2-episode table reading. It'll be streamed Sunday on the show's Facebook page. Confirmed to participate from their homes where they are social distancing during the coronavirus pandemic are Tatiana Maslany as Allison, Cosma, Sarah, and Helena, Mary Doyle Kennedy as Mrs. S., Jordan Garvis as Felix, Christian Braun as Donnie, Kevin Hanchard as Detective Art Bell, Dylan Bruce as Paul, Evelyn Bruchu as Dr. Delphine Cormier, Josh Volke as Scott, Michael Mando as Vin, Inga Cardinale as Detective Angela De Angelis, Eric Johnson as Chad Norris, and Natalie Lazinska as Ansley. The viral event will take place during the Mental Health Awareness Month and on the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia. Viewers will be urged to donate to the LGBTQ supporting organization CenterLink and Sistering. Ms. Laney said in a statement Monday, Kristen Brown and I started talking about the idea of doing an OB reunion back when everything had shut down. We wanted to show love to the Clone Club and help raise some money for people who are disproportionately affected during this difficult time. In addition to raising funds, we hope that we can bring some joy to the fans, something intimate just for them, make them feel connected to the Clone Club community, even if we're all far apart. Maslany won the Emmy for Best Actress in a Drama in 2016 for playing several clones of the Canadian show, which ran for 5 seasons from 2013 to 2017 on BBC America and Space. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt co-creator Tina Fey says the show's interactive special follows 3 new storylines. The 49-year-old actress, writer, and producer discussed the special, Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy vs. the Reverend, Monday on Late Night with Seth Meyers ahead of its premiere Tuesday on Netflix. Fey says Netflix approached the Kimmy Schmidt team about the special as they were finishing up the show's 4th and final season. Netflix had just filmed the Black Mirror interactive special, Bandersnatch, and Fey and her team jumped at the chance to create their own. She says, 1, it was just such exciting technology, and 2, our show is kind of known for having too many jokes going on. It was a way to write as many jokes as you want, but not choke people with them all at once. Faye says Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy vs. the Reverend, begins with Kimmy, played by Ellie Kempler, preparing to marry a distant British royal, played by Daniel Radcliffe. Her plans are interrupted when she discovers Reverend Wayne, played by John Hamm, may be keeping women in captive in another bunk. Faye says she has to make some choices as to how far she'll go to try to find this other bunker. You get to make these choices with her. The Kimmy Schmidt special will also feature Titus Burgess as Titus Andromedium, Carol Kane as Lillian Shawstooper, and Jane Krasowski as Jacqueline White. Faye says Netflix was like, Bandersnatch was one story, so you probably want to keep it one story because it's pretty impossible to track more. We were like, cool, so 3 stories. We were just so used to be able to cut away to the other story. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt had a 4-season run on Netflix from 2015 to 2019. On Monday evening, Faye hosted the star-studded Rise Up New York telethon for coronavirus relief. The event, hosted by Robin Hood and iHeartRadio, raised $115 million in charity. Hilary Duff and the Lizzie McGuire cast delighted fans by reuniting for a virtual tailoring. Duff, who played the title character in the Disney Channel series, and her former co-stars performed the season 1 episode between a rock and a raw place on Zoom in an Instagram video Monday. The reading took place on the episode's 19th anniversary. Duff captioned the post, "Some fun for you guys this Monday. Hope you guys have fun watching this. We cannot stop laughing reading lines from between us. And this is the first time we are all together-ish in almost 18 years." The online reunion featured Duff, Thomas Lillane, Alan Lamberg, Haley Todd, Robert Carradine, Ashley Burlett, David Williams, Kyle Downs, and writers Jeremy Bragel, Bob Thomas, and Tracy Sholopatha. Duff said Thomas, who portrayed Lizzie's brother Matt McGuire organized the reunion as a way to entertain people amid the COVID pandemic. Duff says, I thought there's no better way to cure boredom than to provide a little bit of entertainment for everyone who's stuck at home. Lizzie McGuire had a 2-season run from 2001 to 2004 and inspired the 2003 feature film Lizzie McGuire's Story. The series follows Lizzie, played by Duff, a 13-year-old girl as she navigates her teenage years. Lizzie McGuire was created by Terry Minsky. Minsky was attached to a Disney Plus revival of the show, but exited the project in January. The streaming service CBS All Access has canceled Tell Me a Story, but the first 2 seasons will soon air for the first time on its sister TV station, the CW. Created by Kevin Williamson, the anthology series reimagined classic fairy tales as psychological thrillers. Julie McNamara, the executive vice president and head of programming at CBS All Access, said in a statement Monday, the brilliant Kevin Williamson brought our favorite fairy tales to life in an anthology format that twisted and subverted the stories we all know into modern thrillers. It's been a privilege to work with such an elite and talented group of creative minds like Kevin, Aaron Copland, and the team at Capitol Entertainment, as well as the amazing cast of Tell Me a Story, who did a phenomenal job personifying and reinventing beloved characters from these 6 fairy tales. The CW also announced Monday it has picked up the one and only season of Swamp Thing, which was canceled last year after a short run on the DC Universe streaming service. Crystal Reed plays Dr. Abby, a crane who encounters a mysterious creature while investigating what seems to be a deadly swamp-borne virus in Louisiana. The series was based on the DC comic characters and co-star Virginia Madsen, Andy Beam, Henderson Wade, Derek Mears, Maria Sten, Gerald Prescott, Jennifer Beals, and Will Patton. Premiere dates for Tell Me a Story and Swamp Thing will be announced later, the network said. The former stars of Carol in the City will read an episode of their beloved 1990s sitcom as part of the Stars in the House streaming program Tuesday. Participating via video conference technology from their homes during the coronavirus pandemic are Leah Thompson, Malcolm Getz, Kathy Latter, Tom Legura, Andy Lauer, Eric Lutz, John Marino, and Amy Petz. The show follows a titular cartoonist who is dating her shallow boss Dell when she falls in love with her moody colorist and best friend Richard. It ran from 1995 to 1999 on NBC. The sitcom also features Laura Graham, Mark Feuerstein, and Sophia Milos in recurring roles. Caroline in the City, Marco Panette said in a statement, they say you can never go back home again. But thanks to Stars in the House, apparently you can. It's been so wonderful to revisit the Carol in the City and its talented cast. And even though a lot has changed since we shot this pilot 25 years ago, the story of a young woman searching for love in the big city is timeless. Ced Rudisky and James Wesley host the Stars in the House, episodes of which can be viewed on the show's website and its social media feeds. The program reunites Earths with ensembles for popular shows to raise money for the Actors Fund. Netflix is giving a glimpse of its new show Space Force. The streaming service shared an official poster for the comedy series Tuesday on Twitter. The poster shows John Malkovich, Tawny Newsome, Lisa Kudrow, Steve Carell, Jimmy O. Yang, Ben Schwartz, and Diana Silvers eyeing the skies while in costumes as their characters. The tagline on the poster reads, "Nowhere to go but up." Space Force is co-created by Carell and Greg Daniels, who previously worked together on The Office. The series follows General Mark R. Nard, played by Carell, Space Force's first chief of space operations, and his team as they established a new branch of the United States Armed Forces. Netflix released first look photos for the series in April, showing Nard with his team. Kudrow plays Nard's wife, Maggie Nard, a woman experiencing new growth after supporting her husband's career for 2 decades. Netflix shared a teaser trailer for the show this month that shows Nard assuming his new duties. Space Force premieres May 29th. The Broadway League announced Tuesday that all summer performances would be canceled. Production will issue refunds for any tickets held for performances through September 6. The Trade Association for Broadway's New York and touring theater industry does not know when theaters in New York will be able to reopen, but confirmed cancellations through September 6. Ticket holders should expect an email regarding a refund or exchange of their purchases. If an email does not arrive by May 18th, the Broadway League recommends following up with the issuer of the ticket. Broadway suspended performances on March 12th out of an abundance of caution regarding the spread of the coronavirus. The Broadway League says the suspension put 31 productions on hiatus and canceled rehearsals for 8 more. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo issued a stay-at-home orders. The state will reopen some regions beginning May 15th. The Tony Awards also postponed the theater honors. Broadway League President Charlotte St. Martin said in a statement that they are eager to reopen Broadway, but only when it's safe for the performers, production, and theater guests. She says, while all Broadway shows would love to resume performances as soon as possible, we need to ensure the health and well-being of everyone who comes to the theater, behind the curtain and in front of it, before shows can return. St. Martin added that the league has been in communication with Governor Cuomo's office regarding when such a time may come. Brother Joe's hip-hop duo announced Tuesday details of their 4th album, track list, and 2021 tour date. Duo of LP and Killer Mike is set to release a 4th album through digital streaming June 5th, the website shows. It has an 11-song track with Yankee and He Brave as the first song, which first debuted during an Instagram live session amid a stay-at-home orders to control the coronavirus pandemic. The second song, Ooh La La, features DJ Premier and Greg Nice. First debuted during the Netflix series Ozark Season 5 finale and rose to the rank of number 5 for listeners using Shazam applications to identify its name. Ooh La La was also released through a music video which got over 1.5 million viewers in the first week and rose to number 7 trending on YouTube, building the anticipation for the release of Run the Jewels 4 album. The new album will also feature guest appearances by Rage Against the Machine, Zach De La Rocha, Pharrell, 2 Chainz, Queens of the Stone Age, Josh Homme, and Mavis Staples. Physical vinyl and other RTJ products are also available for pre-order by September, the website shows. The duo were originally scheduled to start in a world tour with Rage Against the Machine in March, but dates have now been rescheduled for 2021 due to the cancellations because of the coronavirus. The starting date is now June 3rd, 2021 at Don Hoskins Center in El Paso, Texas, with appearances later in Toronto before returning back to the United States later in the summer to finish off the tour in August. Rapper Killer Mike and rapper LP released their last album in late 2016. Their first album was released as a free digital download in 2013, followed by RTG2 album release in 2014. Julian's Auction House has listed the guitar Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain played in the band's 1993 MTV Unplugged performance for auction next month. The 1959 Martin D18E guitar is set for auction June 19th to the 20th. The guitar will be part of Julian's Music Icons auction at Julian's Beverly Hills location and online. From May 15th to the 31st, the guitar will be viewable at the Hard Rock Cafe Piccadilly Circus and from June 15th to the 19th at Julian's. A pioneer of the grunge music movement of the 90s, Nirvana gave an acoustic performance for MTV's on November 18th, 1993. The album of the performance, Nirvana MTV Unplugged in New York, was released on November 1st, 1994. The album's acoustic performance of About a Girl became a bigger hit single than the electric version of Nirvana's first album, Bleach. Cobain died of suicide on April 5th, 1994. Julian says Cobain bought the guitar at the Voltage Guitar in Los Angeles. The instrument and case offered together in this auction were customized for Cobain before the MTV performance. The auction also includes 3 Dunlop guitar picks, Cobain's half-used set of Martin and Company guitar strings, a flyer for Poison Ideas album Feel the Darkness, 3 baggage claim stubs, and Cobain's stash bag with silver spoon, knife, and fork. Prior to the MTV Unplugged in New York album, Nirvana released the albums Nevermind in Utero, Insecticide, and Bleach. Their hit songs include Smells Like Teen Spirit, Heart-Shaped Box, and Come As You Are. Other Nirvana items up for auction include the remains of a guitar Cobain smashed in concert, the shirt Cobain wore in the Heart-Shaped Box video, a signed Bleach CD, a typeset list for MTV Unplugged in New York, lyrics sheets, handwritten lyrics to Oh Me, correspondence from Nirvana's management company, and an issue of their Lowest Common Denominator newsletter. And Finally, Niall Horan announced Tuesday that he will be joining BBC Radio 1 at its annual Big Weekend Festival in Britain in May, which will be done remotely for the first time due to the coronavirus. The Irish singer and songwriter is one of the singers for the Big Weekend Festival that the radio station announced Tuesday. Horan said it's a challenge to adapt from performing live before a crowd at a festival to a virtual platform, but he is excited to be joining the remote festival and is preparing a special set from home. Horan says, some of my favorite memories have been at festivals. This time no audience, no crew, and an amateur like me setting the sound up will be interesting, but I'm going to give it a ride to go. Also, my toilets are super clean, unlike some of the literal pits I've seen at previous things. The British hip-hop duo Young T and Bugsy were also excited to be included in this year. The duo said in a statement, big up to Radio 1 for including us on this year's Big Weekend lineup. It's going to be a special one, and we're going to be bringing the vibes to you wherever you are. Among the other singers performing are Sam Smith, the Jonas Brothers, rappers Itch and AJ Tracy, English singer-songwriter Anna Marie, and English singer-songwriter Young Blood. Some DJs will also be spinning music for festival dancing with Armin van Helden, Disclosure, High Contrast, and the Black Madonna among them. The virtual festival will be held May 22nd to the 24th with performances streaming on BBC iPlayer and through Radio 1 and BBC Sounds. New performances will be featured on 4 virtual stages, including the Radio 1 stage, the 1 Extra stage, the BBC Music Introduction stage. There will also be a 5th stage, the Headliner stage, which will feature memorable performances from past festivals, including Katy Perry's set at Radio 1's Big Weekend in Glasgow, Scotland, and Miley Cyrus's performance in Middlesbrough, England. BBC One, Radio 1's Greg James says, we've got to do our best to bring you a virtual festival. Whatever you're doing that weekend, get the radio on and you can experience a load of stuff from big weekends gone by and some brand new festival performances. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, May 13th, 2020, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.